Assembly, Mr. Speaker. But before this, Mr. Speaker, allow me to punch one or two holes to what the senior councils have said, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, yesterday as I was coming, and I knew the matters that we were coming to discuss today, I passed by my grandparents. Mr. Speaker, they blessed me. Was that a note, Mr. Speaker? So I want to really tell Mr. Speaker, the councils, that whenever in our Meru culture, it is usually one of the practices that we will go to our elders for blessings whenever we have matters, Mr. Speaker, that concern us at any particular time. Mr. Speaker, the councils have also said one thing, that we were coerced to sign the motion, or we were coerced to impeach the governor. Mr. Speaker, this is very, very wrong. I believe, Mr. Speaker, the members in this county assembly ran the impeachment motion. They understood and they saw the gravity of it. And that's why, Mr. Speaker, very many members, without any coercion, were able to sign the impeachment motion, Mr. Speaker. And I'm also very sure, Mr. Speaker, a majority of them, if not all, are going to support the impeachment motion. Mr. Speaker, when the council was speaking, Mr. Speaker, they said that the issues of employment. And Mr. Speaker, whenever somebody resigns, I want to inform the Assembly and also the councils, Mr. Speaker, that the service board is essentially, it's the employing power. It has the employing power. So whenever somebody resigns, Mr. Speaker, the service board receives the resignation letter. Mr. Speaker, I happened to interview the service board in Meru, and they said they did not receive any resignation letters from the PA to the deputy governor, one Mr. Mutumantu Edinkia, and also the driver to the deputy governor, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, when the chief of staff alluded to have received any resignation letters, Mr. Speaker, I want to inform this assembly that there are no letters of such, and because also their immediate supervisor also did not have those letters. That means going forward there are no such letters, and if they are, Mr. Speaker, probably they are forged letters that probably some forensic audit will be done should those letters, Mr. Speaker, show up any day at any particular time. Mr. Speaker, there were issues of facilitation that were addressed still by the council, Mr. Speaker, and the match talked about the China issue. The issue of money, Mr. Speaker, is not the only resource. Mr. Speaker, I don't want to address the issues of money, but I want to address the issues of human resource. When you are sending some human resource from the country to go in a foreign country and do practically nothing, Mr. Speaker, that is misuse of power, and it is misuse of misuse of human resource. That's why, Mr. Speaker, I really feel whatever the council, some of the issues that they were trying to do, Mr. Speaker, was just to mislead the people of Meru, and I'm sure the people...
Please conclude your remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I pray because you give me just more 2 minutes, Mr. Speaker.
I'll give you the chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this afternoon, I'm very sad because the issues, Mr. Speaker, that basically we are speaking about, they are issues of governance. And Mr. Speaker, I also want to highlight that governance has no issue to do with gender. That is number one. Number two, Mr. Speaker, there were issues that one Honorable AJAABU has also addressed. The issue about the Senate having, the Supreme Court, Mr. Speaker, having given a ruling that the governors should be able to attend the Senate. Mr. Speaker, the Senate has the roles, more or less, of checks and balances, more or less what the county assembly have. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, if governors are able to attend to the Senate, it is in the same principle, Mr. Speaker, that the governors should be able to attend to the submissions or to the summons of the county assembly. Mr. Speaker, one governor, Kawira Mwangaza, has broken 2 rules, Mr. Speaker. One of the contempt of the assembly, not being able to attend the assembly sittings, the assembly summons, Mr. Speaker. And secondly, also not following the precedents set by the higher court in this land, Mr. Speaker, that is the Supreme Court. That's why, Mr. Speaker, I really feel that for us to be able to continue for the issue, for the assembly, Mr. Speaker, to be respected, Mr. Speaker, for the sovereignty to be respected, Mr. Speaker, one Kawira Mwangaza has really broken these rules, Mr. Speaker, and should be impeached. Mr. Speaker, another thing that I wanted to address in a very few ones, Mr. Speaker, is we really understand the gravity of the issue of impeachment. It is not one of the very easiest things. But, Mr. Speaker, there is the rule of law that also needs to be respected, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, for us to be able to say that we are giving or we are supporting the impeachment, Mr. Speaker, it is for the assemblies in Kenya, not only in Meru, to be respected. That's why, Mr. Speaker, if you are having a leader who is not obeying who is not obeying the assemblies, who is not obeying the courts, Mr. Speaker, that person is not fit to be a leader. That's why I'm really requesting this county assembly, Mr. Speaker, to support this motion and we relinquish one Governor Kawira Mwangaza of her duties, Mr. Speaker, so that she can be able, Mr. Speaker, to rest and also see some other people, Mr. Speaker, how they are able to really respect the rule of law. So, Mr. Speaker, I support the impeachment of one Kawira Mwangaza. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Gacheri. Yes, Honorable Mheshimiwa Mbiuki.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. For the record's purpose, I'm Godwin Motembe Mbiuki, representing the people of Lagos West. Mr. Speaker, today is a very great day. But, Mr. Speaker, I thought the Merians were expecting to see the governor in person. But if the law allows, it is okay because these are matters revolving between the county assembly, the governor, and the members of the executive. It is unfortunate that the governor has not been able to avail herself, but if the law allows, that is okay. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the Constitution, our Constitution 2010, we created 2 tiers of government. That is the national government and the county government. At the national level, the president is the symbol of unity in the country. At the county level, the same reciprocate. The governor is supposed to be the symbol of unity. But, Mr. Speaker, it is contrary in this county. Our governor, Kawira Mwangaza, is not a symbol of unity in this county. In the sense that, Mr. Speaker, if you look at in the year 2022, in the month of August, the people of Meru went to the polls and they elected Governor Kawira Mwangaza as the governor of Meru County, and then they also elected Mutuman Tuithingia as the principal assistant, that is the deputy governor. But if the two cannot unite, if the governor cannot unite with the deputy speaker, how do you expect the governor to unite this county, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, we are very much concerned about the welfare of this county, Mr. Speaker. That is why even in our budget, we allocated a total of 174 million in the current budget to ensure that the office of the governor runs smoothly, and the office of the governor includes that of the governor and that of the deputy governor. But surprisingly, Mr. Speaker, if the deputy governor, sorry to say, Mr. Speaker, cannot even be facilitated to attend county functions, then, Mr. Speaker, there is no way we expect the governor to unite this county, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the governor is not working with any elected leader. Not anyone, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me get you back to the last regime. Mr. Speaker, this county belongs to all of us. That is why the former governor, Kiraito Muronge, came up with what we called MESC, a group of professionals, and they came up with a vision 2040, a very nice document on the issue of developing this county, on where we are supposed to be in the year 2040. But, Mr. Speaker, that very nice document that came to this assembly, the last assembly, it was approved by the assembly. That document has not seen the light of the day. So, Mr. Speaker, where are we ended? Mr. Speaker, I think...
Yes, I want to conclude your remarks on Mbuki.
So, Mr. Speaker, that is why I arise. And before I conclude, Mr. Speaker, I'm also worried because our learned council has stated that we are relatives and we are grown-ups. Almost everyone here is married. So we might not see the kingdom of God because we've already committed a sin called incest. Because if you're having affairs with relatives, then you have committed incest. So, Mr. Speaker, anyway, let me say that I stand to support the motion that Kawira Mwangaza, for unity of this county, Kawira Mwangaza must be impeached. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mbuki. Council Dunstan Omari, I can see you have a big task ahead to respond to the issues this about being related. Yes, Honorable Martin, MCA Timabu.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. And for the purposes of record, I'm Martin Kimathi Moriongi, representing Timor Ward, and I'm here to support the motion for the impeachment of the Meru governor, that's Kawira Mwangaza. If I can remember very well, on the dawn of August 9th, we woke up very early in the morning to go and vote leaders of our choice, and Kawira Mwangaza being one of them. And during the result announcement, I was so happy. I almost shed my tears because I believed everything in Meru County has changed. I saw Ngunde, I saw Ngun Meru, I saw Great Meru. I thought of Great Meru, a Meru where every leader would be respected, a Meru where finances would be used prudently, a Meru where the governor would represent every corner of the county, a Meru where everyone would be given the opportunity to serve and to mingle and to associate with others, Mr. Speaker, sir. But I think I was wrong and naive, Mr. Speaker, sir. I think I was wrong because the governor has given us the opposite of what she claimed to give us. The opposite of what she signed as a promissory note. A promise that she would protect the Constitution. A promise that she would work within the confines, provisions, and the dictates of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker, sir. And in addition to that, Mr. Speaker, sir, that's why she has gone ahead to use the relatives. Those are close relatives, that's sisters and brothers, to channel the funds from the county coffers directly to the personal account, Mr. Speaker, sir. That's why it's only in Meru where a governor can name her own after her husband and maybe and hire councils just to convince us that just because the signage were removed, just because the okay. That's why it's only in Meru where a governor can name a road after her husband and hire councils to convince us otherwise that by removing a signage, then the road ceased to exist. I am asking this to our senior councils. What if today what if today we go there at Njurincheke Street, we remove the signage where the road ceases to exist? Another thing, if for sure those who went to Chinese, they were on a personal or private tours, why did they write a report or a letter? Why did they seek the clearance from the office of the devolution, from the State Department of the devolution? If at all I need to go to China today for my own private business, do I have to go through the State Department of devolution to seek the clearance? That question, I'm directing it to our senior counsel, Danstan Omari. The second question is about the public participation. We intend the public participation at the one's level. For your information, constituencies are made of wards. So in our case, it happened at Kisima ward. So you cannot rule out that the public participation was not done at the ward level. Another thing concerning the traffic marshal, thank you for admitting that they were indeed employed, but who create the offices in this county? Is it not the county public service board? Who clears, who pays them? How are they elected? But our governor accepted this and went direct and created this indirect by usurpation of powers bestowed to the county public service board. She went ahead and created the offices, which I can call it is just duplication, because we have the same enforcement office that exists and which is.
Yes, Honorable Martin, please conclude.
Okay. Another thing, and my last thing, is that I would like you to go and advise our governor and those who will in future seek your assistance or seek your services that the governor does not enjoy any immunity. And for the purposes of record and in my conclusion, I'm telling you this, that in own time, the just God who turned the water into into wine, who turned the water into wine, will make Meru great again. And the urgency of the moment is to impeach Honorable Kawira Mwangaza. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Martin. Honorable Joki, I'll give you just 2 minutes, and then I'm finished now with my left-hand side. Please don't raise hand from that side. Yes, Honorable Honorable Joki, you can use the mic at the front.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My name is Joki Mugambi, representing the great people of Mwangandia. I'm here supporting the motion that Kawira must go. Mr. Speaker, also allow me, with all respect, that I remind the whole Meru that you are also called Solomon, the wisest man they had in the face of the heart. Therefore, I saw that many people have not recognized the big and the effort that you're making to all of us. I want to dispute the State Council, Omar, for disputing and saying that the Njurincheke was influencing and embracing people without any reason. I just want you to know that we have even invited His Excellency, the President of this Republic, to visit us shrine and to be blessed by the same Njurincheke. It also happened to Uhuru Kenyatta. At one time he came there. He was blessed by the Council of Elders. So you cannot dispute when we go as MCAs for blessings, you cannot say that you are going to take a hold. I'm sure you should at least apologize, not only to the MCAs, but also to the Njurincheke elders. Mr. Speaker, I just want to say a few things about the naming of the road. And this happened again in Nairobi. It was done by Her Excellency Kananu Mwenda. where she named a road somewhere in Kileleshwa. The road was called Diki Diki Road. And she decided to award Atwoli. So she gave Atwoli, she changed the name of the road and called it Atwoli Road. But the poster was there, the signs were there. However, the Assembly of Nairobi, led by the minority whip called Waithera Chege, disputed the whole issue. And this one was taken to the Assembly, Mr. Speaker. When it was taken to the Assembly, on 26th May, the MCA for Roysambu brought a motion, a bill, so that they come up with a program of naming roads in Nairobi. And this one happened that the road, the first thing, a committee was formed and the road was renamed. This time round, it was given the proper name. The governor was involved, that Kananu Mwenda, the MCAs, and the committee that was involved was used, and they gave the right name now, the Francis Atwoli Road, simply because of a temporary work the court boss had done to this nation. Mr. Speaker, there are some other roads that were given names, like the Legend, the Kandenge Road was given a name because of a temporary performance in football. I wonder, Mr. Speaker, the temporary work that Murega Vaichu has done to this county, so that a road is named after his name. Mr. Speaker, with those very, very many few remarks, just because of interest of time, I would have wished to say more, but I dispute my friend, the lawyer, again, for trying to dispute science and say that we are related. If we were related, all of us could be dead. We could have died of genetic diseases like leukemia, like anemia, like sickle cell anemia, like diabetes. The biodiversity allows us to live when we are not related. But if we are related, then a virus will come and sweep the whole race in Meru. So I disapprove that theory that we are related, and kindly do research on science just before you bring it to us. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. I just want to give these directions, and that will be my final directions. I want to give Honorable Caleb, Honorable Kedenji, Honorable Kenaibai, and I close at that, please. I have given directions. I will not give any further directions after that. I have given directions, and members, you have to obey to that. Yes, Honorable Caleb. 2 minutes each.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Again, my name is Caleb, representing the great people of municipality, and being the host, it would be a little bit unfair not giving me a minute to say one or two things. And I'm a man of few ones. I'll just say today our council have raised a very grievous issue, Mr. Speaker, because from here we don't know what name to refer our governor to. I don't know, Mr. Speaker, if I'll call her Faith Kawira Mwangaza, Faith Kawira, or Mwenda, because, Mr. Speaker, she is using all these names at the same time. But I'm happy today because we have the council and they are very good in criminal law. You know, we are getting them something to do, maybe, and convert them to come to our side so that they can help Meru and save Meru from this crook, because I don't know who else could use 3 names at the same time. The other thing that I would like to make Meru know, we are not against the governor naming loans. Mr. Speaker, giving the governor the doubt of naming loans. Tomorrow we would wake up and meet this building, named after someone. So we are trying to regulate as a county government. So I stand to support the impeachment. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kareb. Yes, Honorable Kidenji.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. For the purpose of record, I'm Honorable Felix Kidenji Murigi Ntuo, representing the great people of Raidwa Raira Ward. Mr. Speaker, sir, today I've had a great joke of the year from my friend Dustin Bin Omal. I think...
Honorable Kidenji is Dunstan.
I'm sorry. Mr. Speaker, sir.
Please make that correction and apologize.
I withdraw, Mr. Speaker. That's my... Dunstan Omar.
Yes.
Whatever the name. Because, Mr. Speaker, you see, my advice is to the Meru County Governor, Honorable Kawira Mogaza. I would like to advise her on a TV because it's very hard to get her today. I would like to advise her that if she has not given any coin to councils today, she must think wise. Because what they have done today in this honorable house, they have come to practice comedy in this house. Because how come somebody will tell me that I'm related to my wife? So, my governor, where you are?
Honorable Kidenji, please make your contribution. You are not making any contribution. Make your contribution.
I'm making a contribution, no. Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm advising the governor because I'm not see her today.
I've guided you. Please make your contribution.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes.
I'm here to support the motion because we want to bring sanity in Meru County. And to bring sanity in Meru County, it's where Governor Kawira Mwangaza will go home. I support the motion, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kidenji. Honorable Ken Ibai, please conclude for us.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My name is Ken Ibai. I represent the great people of Kianjai, and I'm also the chair sectoral committee on agriculture. Mr. Speaker, I came here to defend one Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, only to my surprise that we've been beaten in our own game until the time when Councillor Meru stood. I've changed my mind. It is very sad. We have misused our funds for this exercise. I really pity the governor. It's very sad. I support the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Ken Ibai. Yes, the Deputy Leader of Majority, Honorable Mutuma Kisima.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir. My name is Patrick Mutuma, member of this county assembly, representing the people of Kisima and deputy majority of this house. Mails, Mr. Speaker, is very few. I want to say that it is very important and a good day that we are to liberate this county of ours from the governor of Meru, Honorable Felix Kawira Mwangaza. Because, Mr. Speaker, sir, what you know, the governor that you have is not competent to run this county. Mr. Speaker, we know the governor of verifying leaders. Even the last impeachment, we are there. One time we verified our minority leader. And even she has verified each and every leader in this society. Latest, it was in Rare, where he verified even the leaders of Meru County in front of President. Mr. Speaker, sir, even went ahead to lend a junior staffs of the Meru County to verify the DNG. And by this, Mr. Speaker, and she was on last by Senator Tobiko. But according to me, she does not hear or cannot follow any instruction or cannot adhere to that. And the only thing that you can do, the justice that you can do to this county is to impeach her so that you can learn some manners so that he can learn how to behave as a public servant. Lastly, I want to add another one thing only. It's about when the senior council was trying to tell us that the trip to China was a private trip or not an official trip. When you look at we have two letters in our submission. The first letter is from the Office of the Deputy President, State Department for Devolution, memo to the Principal Secretary. When you read the heading of that letter, it says, subject travel clearance to China. And it reads like this: the county government of Meru has requested for clearance for its county officials. So the letter is written clearly that is for its county officials. And don't think that the PA or the written members of the family of the Kawira are the county officials. When you look to another letter, there is another letter which states clearly, this letter is also from the Office of Deputy President, State Department of Devolution, to the Principal Secretary. And the letter says, facilitation for travel to China, county government of Meru. And this is requesting, we have received a request from county government. When you say county government, that mean is the money of people of Meru which is being used. We have received a request from the county government of Meru via letter. There is a left there, and dated on 26 May 2023 to facilitate issues of visas for the assistant county official to travel to China. So we can clearly say that this trip was funded by the county government of Meru. And that letter, it's signed by the Principal Secretary, Ms. Teresia Mbaika. In short, what I want to say that the money of the people, the money paid by the taxpayers of this county has been used by the governor, by the relative of the governor, which facilitated them to go there. And
Honorable Mutuma, please conclude your remarks.
Yes, sir. I'm saying the money which has been used there by the county government of Meru to facilitate the related members of the governor. And this goes against the law of this county, against the act of this county assembly. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I support to impeach the governor of Meru, Honorable Kawira Mwangaza.
Thank you, honorable members. I can see there is a lot of repetition, but please allow me to give Doris 2 minutes, Honorable Motea 2 minutes, Honorable Ereja 2 minutes, and then I conclude with Honorable Mutungi. 2 minutes each, and I'll be very strict. 2 minutes each, very strict. Crack, please time that, check the time.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. For purposes of record, Abdoris Kakinkonge, nominated member, this third county assembly of Meru by the UDA party. Mr. Speaker, I study as a woman, and when the people of Meru went on pause on the 9th of August 2023, they knew that they are electing a governor and not a governor female. Mr. Speaker, it has taken us as the women many years to fight for our space in both the county government and the national government, for us to be recognized as women, to have positions. Mr. Speaker, I want to remind the County Assembly of Meru that in the 45 wards that comprise of the county government of Meru and the Meru Assembly, we have only one elected woman in this county assembly, that is Honorable Makena Murogosho. Mr. Speaker, it is very sad that we as women, we have been very demeaned to have positions, that is the political positions and the elective positions. But what the governor of Meru, Our Excellency Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, has said in this county, Mr. Speaker, I don't believe that the people of Meru will again trust the leadership of women. It is very sad. Mr. Speaker, I'm feeling like shedding my tears when I'm standing here to support this impeachment motion. One, we are not fighting gender, but we are fighting competence. We are not fighting Kawira Mwangaza, but we are as a woman, but we are fighting bad governance. And Mr. Speaker, integrity, chapter 6 of integrity and leadership does not discriminate the gender. Integrity is paramount regardless of your gender. So, Mr. Speaker, with those few remarks, I support to impeach the governor of Meru, not because she's a woman, not because we hate her or we are fighting her, but it is because of her poor governance and incompetence. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Doris. Honorable Mutea, please take the floor. 2 minutes each.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. For the purpose of record, Honorable Douglas Mutea, representing the great people of both Wuchi Central Ward. I'll be very brief, Mr. Speaker, sir, on the account 2, which is very touching as in health department. It is of injustice. I stand here for the justice of the medical professionals in Meru County. I stand here for the justice of the cancer patients in Meru County. I wonder, let me go direct to our governor who purport to love the Meru people or Kanaka Meru. I wonder whether it is justice for her to take her sister, her brother, or the in-laws to China, whereas we have very qualified doctors, especially Dr. Chege, who is in a cancer center, at least to go and gain something for the cancer patient in Meru County. It is very saddening, it is very painful, and I can tell my governor, I don't think even God will forgive you for this greediness of going all to sacrifice the cancer patient for the purpose of supporting your sisters or your brothers. I'll ask the Senate, this time round, let us save the Meru people. Senate, listen to this cry and save the people of Meru. I stand to support the motion, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mutea. Honorable Ereja Kimathi from the Ngada Ward.
Okay.
Please use the microphone at the front.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Elijah Kimathi, representing the great people of Tangada Ward. I'm standing here to support the impeachment. My injustice is a prophecy. As I was praying yesterday, I found that the governor...
Elijah,
yes?
You are saying yours is a prophecy?
Yes, yes.
Are you a prophet?
Yeah, I'm a prophet.
Elijah prophet?
Yes, Elijah prophet.
Okay, then you can continue.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, as I was praying yesterday, I found that the governor will be the former governor, and he will be the governor who have served just a period of 1 year. So, Mr. Speaker, I wish her well, and may God bless her as she live to Mureva. I support the motion.
Thank you, Prophet Elijah. Nkoja, I'll give you 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Nkunja Maore Joseph, for the record. I represent the people of Hantubeto Ekiongo, and I rise to support the motion to remove Her Excellency Governor Kawira Mwangaza from office because the evidence which has just been tabled in the House shows or proves that she is not qualified to hold the office of governor. Therefore, I support the removal of her office.
Thank you, Honorable Nkonja. Yes, Mobichi, 2 minutes. 2 minutes each, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For the purposes of record, my name is Frederick Mobichi Kirema, representing great people of Nyaki West. Mr. Speaker, today I stand here to support the motion to impeach Governor Kawira. And there is something that I've noticed very special from the previous motion. Today, I just say that the council have now completed our journey, having come. Last time they never represented themselves. That means that we will get it right, for that they have come and we are telling them honestly we're in the right channel. And they support everybody else who has given his or her contribution towards this great motion of impeaching incompetency in this country of ours. We want to bring back the sanity in this country of ours and completely deal away with the same. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable Mobichi. Honorable Arun, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. For the purposes of records, Honorable Arun Thuranera. I represent Abogeta East. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support the motion to impeach Governor Kawira Mwangaza because the evidences that have been tabled in this assembly, Honorable Speaker, it has proved beyond the probabilities. And Honorable Speaker, the power and the mandate that have been given by the people of Abogeta East, I rise to confirm the same, Honorable Speaker, because Meru needs sanity. And I go by the saying that says that ignorance, Honorable Speaker, has no defense. Advices have been given. We've been very close to Governor. We've been advising her, but she has put deaf on her ears, Honorable Speaker. And that's why I support this motion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Arun. Now I'll give, yes, Honorable Pugo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For the purpose of record, I'm Brugo Frederick, representing the great people of Antombwe Ward. Mr. Speaker, at the extent and point we are now is that we are moving to the point of bringing sanity to Meru County. And this is like the French Revolution, which was about political and societal change to the French people. And as we are now, I believe and trust the process that we will end the impediment of devolution within our county. And at the end of it all, we will make sure that, Mr. Speaker, that Meru gets a radical surgery, and a surgery that will bring back the glory of Meru. And this will happen when we impeach the governor of Meru. With that, Mr. Speaker, I stand to support the impeachment motion.
Thank you, Honorable Brugo. Yes, Honorable Mokoronia, please, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker,
put off the mic. Honorable Brugo, put off the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. For the purpose of record, my name is Daniel Mokoronia, representing the great people of Tema East. I stand to support the motion because of our governor's incompetence, hatred, and untrustworthy. So I stand to support the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Mokoronia. Honorable Akure, 1 minute.